everyone, my name is Kiera and welcome to my YouTube channel. So I haven't YouTubed in like a year. It's been a long time for me, and so reason why is just not enough consistency and so much stuff, technology upgrade, and I just didn't have the time and didn't feel like doing it. But now I want to be more invested in this channel. I want to share with a lot of women and men if they're interested, just pretty much my life, and I am just to kind of give you a little background about me. And it's good, but I don't feel like y'all can see me. Just to kind of give you a little background about me. I'm 25 years old. I'm a Virgo. Yep, Virgo in house. So I'm a Virgo. I'm a mother of one and then one on the way. And then something that kind of motivated me to get back to my channel was being a mother, and I want my channel to inspire mothers or soon to be mothers or people that's thinking about being mothers. So yeah, I just wanted to share that journey. This video, I'm just going to touch on maybe two subjects here. So again, I'm 25 years old. I'm in my second pregnancy with the boy. I'm so excited because I already have a girl, so that makes life just so much perfect. And so I have a boy. I'm pregnant with a boy. I don't know any names right now, so if you have like any cool names, you can feel free to drop them in the comments below. However, I'm in my second trimester. I'm 21 weeks pregnant. So something that I wanted to talk about is what I did was, because I didn't really know what to talk about, and I didn't want to come on here sounding lame, which I probably sound lame, but I didn't really want to come on here sounding lame. So I just kind of like made a post and just had like some pregnant women inbox me and just tell me some things that they want to talk about. Before I got pregnant, you probably see a video before this where I was working out. So I was really big into my fitness journey. I started training people because I was so inspired by my results. I just wanted to, give everyone else these results. And I'm not saying I was perfect body, but I was very pleased with my fitness journey, so I wanted to share that journey with others. So I started training and things of that nature. While I'm pregnant, I have not been training. I think I may have stopped around 9 weeks or something like that, and I'll tell you guys why in a second. But the two subjects that I wanted to touch on was stressing while being pregnant, and I don't mean like stuff coming up and you're like, God, I'm stressed out. I mean like when you find out you're pregnant and then you start reading all these scary articles about miscarriages and stuff like that. And I can admit that I was one of those people or women that did that. I got married. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I got married in April and I conceived in May. So my baby is a honeymoon baby. So I was really excited, a little bit nervous that we had a baby so fast. But we called this baby like a honeymoon baby, because he was like our blessing in like less than a month of being married. So I was really nervous. I was really scared just to kind of give you a history with my first daughter. I was 17 years old when I got pregnant. I was still in high school. I was a single parent. I was really young and I really thought I liked this guy. And, I ended up getting pregnant by him. And, I dealt with a lot of pros and cons throughout having my daughter by not being married. But overall, it's been a huge blessing. She's my Mia. So anywho, so this pregnancy, I was just excited. I was married. I'm still young. And I was just, really excited for this baby. And then next minute I know, I'm looking up miscarriage articles. We went to the hospital out here by our home, and I was 8 weeks when I found out I was pregnant. And so I was, like I said, I was really excited, but I was really nervous at the same time. Like, dang, this is just too perfect. Like, this is just, I had this beautiful wedding. I had this amazing husband. And then like now I'm pregnant and I'm like, I just get the reading articles about like miscarriages and threatened miscarriages. And so I just wanted to elaborate more on stressing like while you're pregnant or stressing when you find out you're pregnant. Do not read the articles. Do not read the articles, because every woman is different. And no matter if you're young or if you're older and you're pregnant, like, just don't read the articles. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I still research some stuff, but honestly, like, it's very, very important to just keep yourself focused on the right things. Just don't read the articles. That's my number one thing when it comes to just stressing while you're pregnant, because the internet is obviously way more advanced. It's more people putting out more knowledge. It's more people sharing their experience, such as I'm doing now on my channel. And so I just really just will say, you know, don't read too many articles. Everybody is different. I can just share with you, I think I was about 9 weeks, because that's when I stopped training. I had started experiencing bleeding throughout my first trimester, and I was really nervous. And of course, when you go to the emergency room, they're like, oh, it's a threatened miscarriage, because they can't really, you know, tell whether or not this is gonna happen. They say from like bleeding or cramps like that can determine a miscarriage. And so here it is. I went to like the ER maybe 5 times because I was bleeding. Like, it was not just like little spots here and there. It was like actual like gulps of blood that I'm just like, I just knew this was going to happen to me. And then I had a midwife when I first went for my first prenatal appointment. I had a midwife, but when I started experiencing the bleeding, like, I couldn't get in touch with my midwife anymore. And the hospital that I was trying to go to was 30 minutes away from my home, and I just had to be realistic. Like, I don't want to drive that far. I don't want to be driving that far when I'm in labor, or even just going to appointments like during my last months and you have to go every week. It's like I'm going to be dreading going to these appointments. So what I did was I switched my hospital or my clinic closer to the one by my house. And anywho, I'm in and out the ER for all this bleeding, and I was very obviously scared. I'm reading all these articles. I'm listening to the doctors who should know what they're talking about, or the emergency doctors. And so when I switched my clinic, I switched back to an OB. I had an OB when I had my first daughter. So here it is. I have my first daughter, or I have my OB now at this clinic. And I went in about the bleeding, and I'm like, you know, I've been bleeding for about 2 weeks now, and there is no baby coming out. Like, there's no big clots of blood. I mean, you know, there's blood, but they're not like blood clots. And, you know, there's no baby coming out. And I'm like, this has been going on for weeks. Because I think when I see my OB, I had to be about maybe like 14 weeks or something by then. It's just hard to kind of get an appointment. Then when you're in your first trimester and second, I think they still schedule you like every month, every once a month. So anywho, just back to what I was saying. And it was so crazy. And this was just like really funny to me, because what happened was, it wasn't a baby, it wasn't a miscarriage. What happened was, it was a blood vessel that popped. So what happened is, like, it's a bag, or no, I'm saying what they thought it was, and when they did the ultrasound. So I went through like ultrasounds, and they were saying like it's a bag that is, you know, I don't know how the lady explained it. If I told you, I would be lying to you at this point. But they said it was a bag. And so they had that analogy. And then they went and had, and then the doctor was just like, honey, you just bust a blood vessel. Like, I deal with these all the time. I've been doing this for years. Like, it's just a vessel. So he stick, like, it's looked like a toothpick. He stick that up me. And like, literally, he said that was supposed to patch it up. Like, the toothpick didn't stay up me. He had some, I guess, something on it, and he put it up, took it out, and then like literally like a week later, the bleeding like completely stopped. And I went back to my appointment so happy, because I'm like, after all this article reading, all these, like, I was crying some days, like, I don't want to lose my baby. I'm so excited about my pregnancy. So all this stressing that I was doing, and then it turned out to just be a blood vessel. So I'm not saying if some ladies, or, you know, if you ladies are maybe experience bleeding in your first trimester or second trimester, that, you know, it's just a vessel. I don't know. But that's just what my doctor told me. And when he told me that, life just felt great. Like, even though I had bleeding like a week still after that, when it stopped, like, I was so relieved, and I just regretted being stressful and crying, because even in the midst of my bleeding, like, they put me on bed rest for 2 weeks or whatever. So I just want to again elaborate on, you know, don't really stress, because at the same token, like, pregnancies are very exciting, and they can be exciting, but once you get into like reading articles and you get into just listening to a lot of negative stuff about your pregnancy, then it doesn't make it as exciting. It doesn't make it as sharing that you would probably want it to be. So again, my advice to people that are new to this, like new to your being pregnant, or just, you know, being pregnant again, just don't stress. I am a very firm believer of think on things that are pure, lovely, and admirable. And if you're a Christian, then you know, I don't have the scripture in front of me, but it is a scripture that tells us to think on things that are pure, lovely, and admirable. So meaning that it's good to have good thoughts. Pregnancies can be scary, but I'm waving my phone. They can also be very exciting. And if you're just stressing about it, it doesn't make it exciting. It doesn't make it exciting when you're sharing it with people because you're so stressed about it. So I just wanted to say, don't stress. If you find yourself stressing in certain areas, because I mean, people told me to, like, don't worry, it's going to be okay. And that's easy said than done. But I would just say, like, some things that I did do in the midst of trying to find a common place or a common ground to still be excited and not stress about the bleeding, was just kind of take time for yourself, kind of take me time, whether you like getting your hair did, your nails did, playing and makeup, whatever it is, just try to find you like something to kind of to patch that stress bubble up in your life. And so that's pretty much it. I'm gonna try to just, I don't know, share more about my life, share more about my pregnancy journey. If there's any subjects that you want me to talk about, I know I didn't really elaborate on my fitness stuff, which I'm going to try to make another video to do that, but just drop a comment in below. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm really not used to saying that, but bear with me. I'm going to try to say it at every video. Don't forget to subscribe, just so you can be updated when I put out new videos, because I am going to try to stick to it this time. And yeah, again, let me know if there's something else you want me to talk about. If there's something that you have questions about. I'm trying to think. And let me know what you think about the video. Give it a thumbs up if you like it, and then don't give it a thumbs down if you don't like it. Just exit out of it, but give me a thumbs up if you like it. Thank you guys again for tuning in with me. Again, I'm really excited to be pregnant, and I just want to say congratulations to all the soon-to-be mommies, or mommies that just became mommies, or mommies that have been a mother for 7 years, such as myself. Okay? All right, guys. Bye-bye.